Hello, my dear besties. Today's topic is honestly one of those moments that makes every K-pop fan pause for a second, refresh their timeline, and ask, wait, is this real? Because the news that recently spread across the K-pop community absolutely shocked fans around the world. And if you're an engine, you probably felt this even more deeply. We're talking about the situation involving ENHYPEN and one of its most recognizable members, Lee Heeseung, after B-Lift Lab announced that Heesung would be leaving the group to pursue a solo career. Now, before we dive deep into what happened, the fan reactions, and why this might represent the biggest fear of many fandoms, including AHOF fans known as FOHAs, what if this also happens to AHOF? Let's first talk about something that every longtime K-pop fan understands: the moment when a member leaves a group. Because history has shown us that these moments can shake an entire fandom. And yes, we'll be sharing valuable lessons we can all learn from this video. So stick around, like this video, and if you're a FOHA like me, please subscribe to our channel Billypedia for your daily dose of AHOF videos and specials. Just in case you didn't know, we've also added shop buttons here for some exciting AHOF merch, including their recent mini album The Passage, AHOF shirts, calendars, and a whole lot more. You can check it out right here in this video and down in the description and pinned comments below. By the way, the links I share are affiliate links, which means I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Happy shopping, besties! Think about some of the most talked about departures in K-pop history. When Jessica left Girls' Generation, fans around the world were stunned. The group had been one of the biggest forces in K-pop, and suddenly the lineup changed forever. Or look at the day Seunghan left Rise, where controversies and member changes created massive discussions online about the future of the group. Moments like these remind fans of one simple but painful truth: even the most successful groups aren't immune to change. And that's why when news broke about Heesung and ENHYPEN, it spread like wildfire across social media. For newer fans, Lee Heeseung isn't just another member of ENHYPEN. Since his time on Island, he's been seen as one of the group's strongest vocalists and a key emotional center. That's why the news of him leaving the group for solo activities shocked the fandom so deeply. When fans opened social media and saw the headlines, reactions were immediate. Hashtags trended worldwide, fan edits of Heesung's journey spread online, and many fans expressed heartbreak, confusion, and frustration toward the company. At the same time, the fandom quickly organized petitions and campaigns asking for the decision to be reconsidered. However, some fans also acknowledged that this might be Heesung's personal choice, since many idols eventually pursue solo careers to explore their own musical identity. Now let's talk about something that I think makes this story even more interesting: the ripple effect this kind of news creates across other fandoms. Because when a major group experiences a member's departure, fans of other groups start thinking about their own favorites. For example, us fans of AHOF, known as FOHAs, might suddenly realize something that many older K-pop fans already know: nothing in the industry is guaranteed forever. That thought alone can be scary. The idea that someday a group you love might face a similar situation is honestly one of the greatest fears for any fandom. But at the same time, K-pop history also shows us something hopeful. Groups can adapt and continue to succeed even after major changes. Artists who go solo can reinvent themselves and reach new heights. Sometimes those moments of uncertainty become the beginning of something incredible: a new sound, a new artistic direction, a new chapter that fans never expected but eventually came to love. As a FOHA, I have to be honest about something that sits in the back of my mind whenever situations like this happen in K-pop. Seeing what happened with groups like ENHYPEN and member changes in other groups reminds me that one of my greatest fears as a fan is the possibility that someday a member of AHOF could leave the group. When you follow a group closely, support every comeback, watch their lives, and celebrate their achievements, they begin to feel like a family you're growing with. And the idea that the lineup could suddenly change is something many FOHAs probably hope never happens. It's not just about losing a member. It's about the emotional connection fans have built with the group as a complete team. But the truth is, fans actually play a bigger role than we sometimes realize in helping groups stay strong. One of the best things FOHAs can do is consistently support AHOF in positive ways. Stream their music, buy albums when possible, attend concerts, engage with their content, and most importantly, create a healthy fandom environment that uplifts the members instead of putting pressure on them. When artists feel supported, respected, and appreciated by their fandom, It strengthens their motivation to continue growing together. Avoiding unnecessary fan wars, respecting the members' individuality, and showing appreciation for their hard work can make a huge difference in maintaining a positive atmosphere around the group. At the end of the day, situations like this teach us some powerful life lessons that go far beyond K-pop. One of the biggest lessons is that nothing in life is guaranteed to stay the same forever. Groups evolve, people grow, and circumstances change in ways we sometimes don't expect. That's why it's so important to appreciate the present moment while we have it. Instead of constantly worrying about what might happen in the future, fans can focus on celebrating every comeback, every performance, every live stream, and every milestone the group achieves. Being part of a fandom means experiencing a journey together, and those memories become meaningful precisely because they happen in a specific moment in time. Another important lesson is understanding what true support really means. Supporting artists is not just about streaming songs or voting during awards season. It's also about respecting their dreams, their well-being, and the decisions they make for their own lives. Idols work incredibly hard behind the scenes, training for years, and sacrificing so much to stand on stage. When fans show patience, encouragement, and respect, it creates a healthier environment not only for the artists, but also for the entire community surrounding them. Real support means celebrating their successes, standing by them during difficult moments, and allowing them the space to grow both as performers and as individuals. Situations like this remind us that real growth, both for artists and for fans, comes from loyalty, positivity, and understanding. In every fandom, there will always be moments of uncertainty, rumors, and unexpected news that can make people anxious about the future. But a strong fandom isn't built on fear, panic, or negativity. It's built on unity, encouragement, and the shared belief that supporting the artists we love should always come from a place of respect and positivity. When fans choose to focus on uplifting the group instead of spreading negativity, it creates an environment where both the artists and the fandom can thrive together. For FOHAs supporting AHOF, this mindset is especially important. Every positive message, every stream, every supportive comment, and every effort to celebrate the group's achievements contributes to a stronger bond between the fans and the members. Idols often talk about how much energy they receive from their fandoms, and knowing that there is a community of people cheering for them around the world can be incredibly motivating. When fans consistently show appreciation for the group's hard work, it reminds the members why they started this journey in the first place. Over time, that kind of support can become one of the most powerful forces behind a group's longevity and success. Another thing to remember is that fandom culture plays a huge role in shaping how a group is perceived by the public and by the industry. When a fandom is known for being supportive, respectful, and united, it reflects positively on the artists themselves. It creates a reputation that attracts even more people to the community. New fans feel welcomed, longtime supporters feel proud, and the group benefits from a positive image that can open doors to bigger opportunities. In many ways, the way a fandom behaves can influence the entire atmosphere surrounding the group's career. Most importantly, being a fan is about more than simply following a group's music releases or watching their performances. It's about becoming part of a community that shares the same excitement, the same hopes, and the same emotional connection to the artists. Fans celebrate milestones together, comfort each other during difficult moments, and create friendships that sometimes last for years. The bond between fans can become just as meaningful as the bond between the group members themselves. So when we think about the future of AHOF and the role FOHAs play in that journey, the goal should always be to build a fandom culture rooted in positivity, respect, and unity. If fans continue to support the group with that kind of mindset, the connection between the artists and their supporters will only grow stronger. And in the long run, that shared strength can help both the fandom and the group remain resilient through every era, every challenge, and every new chapter of the story they're writing together. Thank you so much for watching our video, and please subscribe to our channel for more.